After a 4-year stall between seasons 1 and 2, Attack on Titan has been one of the best, if not the best anime over the past few years. But when new episodes aren't airing, you're gonna need something to scratch that Kyojin-sized itch. Konnichiwa, snitches! I'm B, this is Bro Takuza, and these are the top 5 anime that you should be watching if you're a fan of Attack on Titan. At number 5, it's Owari no Seraph. Now what this anime has most in common with Titan, as is the case with the majority of the titles on this list, is humanity finding itself fighting for its survival against an unspeakable horror. In this case, it's after a virus kills off the adults and children over the age of 13. Only here, it's vampires as opposed to massive titans. The main protagonist, Yuichiro, is a lot like Eren Yeager in that he's got a lust for revenge after what the vampires did to his family, while also learning to trust and build relationships with those he's fighting alongside. The vibe is very much the same, although Shingeki obviously executes it way better, but Seraph of the End might be worth a look if you've got some downtime. At number 4, Claymore. Instead of giants or vampires, with Claymore we get demons. A Claymore is a manufactured half-human, half-demon whose sole purpose is to kill full demons, which are called Yoma. The main Claymore, named Claire, hops from town to town, slaughtering demons as she inches closer to a specific Yoma that she has been hunting, and we learn more about where she comes from in the process. This anime goes hard on the girl power and is a fun one to watch. At number 3, it's Black Bullet. Now Black Bullet again focuses on an outside threat that is looking to eradicate humanity. The similarities between this anime and Attack on Titan run pretty deep, because not only do both of the main characters have an advantage from possessing similar abilities to the oppressors that they're fighting against, they're even voiced by the same actor. The biggest difference is that in Attack on Titan, the Titans are human-like in appearance, whereas the Gastrea and Black Bullet look more like animals. Other than that, these two are almost identical in concept, although Attack on Titan excels by a large margin in execution. At number 2, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now, just to be clear, the similarities between these two are few and very far between, if they even really exist at all. Both are apocalyptic in their premise, but where Attack on Titans is more political in nature, the mecha wars of Evangelion are representative of the apocalypse of the soul that the main character Shinji experiences, with hints of Freudian and Jungian theory sprinkled in for good measure, and even the Tree of Life from the Kabbalah shows up in the OP, letting you know that there's a much deeper narrative here, which the original ending tried mostly unsuccessfully to explain, although I am personally a fan of the original conclusion. As much as I rag on Shinji, and even made my own parody OP for Evangelion, it's still in my personal top 5 of all time anime. And at number 1, Shinsuke IOT from the New World. Taking place in the distant future, this coming-of-age story follows a group of kids from a small Japanese town where the human race is in a fragile state after recovering from a boom of psychokinesis that gave many people special abilities and threw the world into chaos. So these kids must learn to control their own kinetic abilities while learning of how the world got into this current state in the first place, and coming to terms with the darker aspects of their own society even now. From the character development to the pacing and writing, this anime stands tall on its own. Well, those are my suggestions. What anime do you think Attack on Titan fans would enjoy? Let us know in the comments below. I'll be back very soon, but until then, sayonara, suckers.